Hello and welcome to the Teacher Dashboard walkthrough. All right, step one, when you open up the dashboard, you need to make sure you are signed in with Google. When you do that, it'll make sure that all of your session history stays where it should be, and so you can access your previous sessions. If you're ready to dive straight in, you can start up at the top. You can name your practice session. And then you can select whether you want it to be on grade level, below grade level, or enrichment. Now this is a middle grades dashboard. The Lexile level is around those areas. After you select the level that you want, on grade, below grade, or enrichment, you can decide which practice set you would like to use. Each level has a full set, which has 25 questions, a mini set with 10 questions, and another mini set with 10 additional questions. It still covers all of the basic skills and standards that we looked at previously, but it kind of just gives you some more customization and how big of a session you want. So let's say we want to look at a below grade full set. So we'll get ready, we'll start our session. As you can see, the session has begun. You have a student link. This is the link that you will give your students, and you also have a co-teacher dashboard link. So what you would do is you would send this link to your co-teacher, and when they sign in on their dashboard, it'll pull up the dashboard for them, and when they sign in, it'll make sure that it shows up on their session history as well. All right, so we're going to copy that student link, and we're going to open up a new window. Try an incognito window so I can sign in. All right, when your students get the link, when they open up the practice set, it's going to immediately prompt them to sign in with Google. If you want them to, they can, of course, put their name, but it's a little bit more streamlined if you can get them to sign in with Google so that you can actually track their progress as they go through. Okay, now that I am signed in, you can see it has my name up at the top, and it says right here it's signed in as my email. All right, now it's time to start on this practice session. Now, as we selected before, this is a below grade level session, which means the estimated Lexile level is between 720 and 800 for this set. Now, as you go through, every passage has a beautiful image that goes along with it. You can highlight the passage as you go. You can clear those passage highlights if you don't like them anymore. There are 2 passages that go along with every set. Right. And you have questions as well, and you also can highlight the questions. Same thing, you also can clear the highlights when you're ready. All right, so as students start to work, their first attempt at a question is what's actually recorded. Now, if they get the answer correct, then they get some confetti, and it's all fun. Now, let's go back here and check out the Monitor live session. All right, so here is this live session monitor. You get real-time feedback for what the students are answering. So as you can see, here's me. It's refreshing. These are the question types. So multiple choice question, multi-select, order, match, highlight, drop down, classify, part A, part B, another classify, revision, multiple choice questions, audio, multiple choice audio. Okay, because we also have audio visual. We have a video set of questions, and we also have a podcast. Now, if the colors are a little bit too much for you, the dark mode exists, and it is beautiful. As they work, it will fill this out. And again, it only selects their first attempt at the question. Now, I can attempt this question as many times as I want. All I have to do is click on the number, and I will do it again. Okay, oh, I didn't get it right that time. But as you can see, it's not going to change the live session monitor, and it's not going to change the data that comes from my set of questions. Okay, so just for example, let's just grab an incorrect answer just to show you what it looks like on the live monitor. See, and there it is. It's red if it's incorrect, green if it is correct. All right, so we have lots of different questions as you go through. This students will answer the questions. All right. I'll show you some of the types of questions that we have. All right, here's an ordering one. Okay, there's another ordering sequence one. This one you have to drag and drop as you go. All right, and as you're working, maybe you need a little pick-me-up, you can click on the Sasquatch, and Squatch says, keep going, you're doing great. All right, so as they go, they can complete this entire session, and once they get to the end of the session, it'll throw them a big confetti party, all the exciting things that happen to celebrate them completing it. Now, on the teacher's side of the world. Okay, all right, so I can load the attempts. I might need to hit refresh, actually. All right, and there it is, practice set right there. Now, since I have not finished the set, I didn't answer all the questions. It's not really going to give me all of the answers and all the data that we would see otherwise. But as I have taken this a few times, logged in on that Google account, since I've taken it a few times, you'll be able to see all of the data. So it will actually map out the progress. So I can see, oh, on December 9th, I scored a 16% overall. Or here, I had on December 12th, I actually did really well and I crushed it and I had a 100 on all of the things. And what I really like about it is it immediately tells you off the bat, skills they need to strengthen. They need to work on central idea and multiple choice questions. All right, the question type's definitely multiple choice. And the skills they're strong in, well, because I only answered a couple of questions, no clear strengths yet. But if we go back and we look at a different example, with some actual attempts, see this one, I actually completed it here. Okay, all right, so if this was a full class, you could see at a glance how they did. It tells you your most missed skill, so claim here, and the most missed question type, which was order. It tells you the attempt, the amount of students there, the overall accuracy of the students, and the average questions they completed. All right, so as I'm looking, it actually is going to compare all the students in view versus the student that you have clicked on. So again, this example only has one, so it's not going to look like it would when you have an actual class full of people. So here it is comparing all of the students, clarity and close reading, comparing passages, counterclaims, so you can kind of see visually like where your students struggled and where they did well. All right, so same thing here with the types of questions, so part A, part B, 50-50, those kind of things. All right, you can see the performance by skill table if you'd like. You can check the number that they got correct, and then the number total there are. So like argument structure, you got about 25% accuracy on that one. There's a heat map if you'd like to check it out visually with the same type of data. And then you also have the student's full attempt. So you can scroll through and you can see what they answered. All right. And that is the beautiful thing about this dashboard is you can do multiple tests. You can give them this, like I said, the sets. These are all different questions on the mini sets. So you can give them multiple types of mini sets and see how they grow. You can start them on the low grade level and work them up to the on grade level sets. It's a lot of really ready to use data. And what I like to do as a special education teacher is if I am working on an IEP, I can, and I need some specific data for a student, I can search them directly. So that I'm not showing any actual student data. This is me, and these are all of the times that I have tested and taken the assessment. So I can look at any of these so that I can check it out for the data specifically. And if I want to look at it, all I have to do is click on the session and look, and it pulls it up right here. on the student detail drawer. It tells you the skills they were strong in that day and the skills that they needed to work on overall. But really what I love is the map. It visually shows you their growth over time. And that's pretty much it. That's the teacher dashboard. Let me know if you guys have any questions or if you would be interested in customizing this set to your needs.